Hello everyone, I'm High Treason and welcome back to Let's Play The Long Drive. Yeah, my fuel is still there. Let's see, so... This may be a bit painful. I might cut this down in editing or something. Sat over there, I can see a thing there. Yeah, it's just a mesa, I think. There's the bird. That actually looks like a building there, that may be narrow. Boat's out there. We're going to push up the hill for now, which is going to be slower. Do a swift gear change here. Now if we can roll down the hill, we'll be doing a lot better. So I kind of want to be downhill of where the boat is. I can't tell what I'm looking at over there. Okay, about 5k an hour. Seems every vehicle can go at a different speed. That kind of does look like a building to me. It's hard to tell. That may be within walking range. My worry would be that the truck would unload if we did that. But the boat should be mostly downhill from there, so I say we go up to that, sort of on this shallow angle. You know, this is actually good, because it's another thing I've not really seen anyone else do when playing through this. I haven't watched the people do it very much, so someone might have done. I can't claim to be the only person, but at the same time, even for someone experienced like me, obviously this can happen if you do stupid things with sexy alien babes as spacecrafts. And certainly if you're new to the game, this is quite likely to just happen, I guess, at least once. So, I mean, I guess this is kind of neat in that you're now seeing, like, that you can get yourself out of this situation, but it's a bit noisy. These last two parts have been really loud. I've just uploaded part 6 and I think that was when I'd left my fan on full. I actually have that fan on full right now, but it probably isn't anywhere near as loud because I have, like, fixed the fucking noise problem that it had. It wasn't, it was a bit dirty in there and stuff. I don't know what that is, maybe another boat or something. Now, the great thing is, if the game's ever getting electronics implemented, it doesn't have them yet, so we're not going to run out of battery, we're not going to destroy the starter motor, we can even run the headlights and there'll be no impact. So if it gets night, I probably will just push on. Because, I mean, we shouldn't have to adjust very much here. Now, whatever that is, you see, the fact those rocks weren't loaded makes me, you know, think it could be a building, but it could be a mesa, because they do spawn quite a long ways out. It's quite hard to tell. Night is coming. Just like I come in my sister every week. Let's see, we're losing speed. I think it's getting a bit steeper here. I'm going to have to drop down a gear. I was a bit slow on that, so we lost lots of speed. We're going to have to get up here. So I may cut this down in editing because it's not glamorous, is it? It's not going to win the fashion parade. What is that? Because what's made me think it's not a mesa is if this is uphill. You see, it may be that the hill goes back down. What is that? I can see a thing there. Buildings could get hidden by terrain, you see. No, that's a rock. I thought I saw a tower there. I think it was just a trick of the light. Now, there's no way we'll be going to the boat at night, because we're not going to be able to see it, and, you know, I can navigate pretty well in this game, as we have seen, but I feel that may be a little beyond my capacity. I might be able to go up again. Yeah, I don't know. We can go for it. Worst case scenario, we have to slam the brakes on, but I sort of would rather just keep my momentum at this point. Yeah, we've been about 5 minutes doing this, so it's not taking that long. But it's not exactly super turbo mode either. You know, it'd be a fucking outhouse or something that we're heading to. I'm gonna shit all over it if it is. Okay, we should be illuminating it in a minute. And we should be a good ways uphill of where that boat is, so you know we should be able to find that again. Okay, where is this structure? Whether it's a rock structure or a man-made structure, I'd like to see it soon. I might do well to just sleep the night off, don't you think? We can do that. So I'd hate to roll past it. I mean, I wouldn't roll past it by much, but by about as much as we had made distance by the time it got dark. I'm going to put the handbrake on and sleep out the night. There's raboids out here, buddy, raboids. Roads over there, you can see one of the light sources on the right of the screen there. Are we getting any nearer? Doesn't look much like a building. It might be another boat. Now, if that is a boat, of which there's no guarantees there is it nearer than that other boat? Is that a diner out there, actually? See, we're at a higher vantage point now. This rabbit could be a problem if it's going to get in our way. Right, let's have a look. That is a building. That looks like it goes over the road, though. I mean, the boat should be out that way. I've lost sight of it. I don't know what that is. We could do with binocs, really. I'm going to get out of the car. I'm going to jump on top of it. What's this about? Hopefully that didn't break my recording any. That doesn't look like a building or a boat to me. That looks like a building, but I bet that's on the road. We're probably going to get attacked by raboids. Where is the road? You see, I'm sure I'm seeing the road going by, because I'm sure I can see something tarring the terrain. The road should be back there. No, that's the wrong way for it to be. Yeah, the road goes there, so that is a long way out. That's a boat. That might be the boat we were looking at. Let's see. So do we go for... Oh God, this is hard. This is really, really hard now. I'm not giving up. Oh shit. Why did it just suddenly go like that? I will not give up. Right, the boat was... Let's get back oriented with the road. The road's there. That's the bunker. I'm not seeing that damn boat. That is the boat. It looks farther out than... Where's that fucking building gone? Well, that is so far from the road. Do we go for it? Or do we go for the boat? Which I keep losing because it is just so... See, it doesn't look like a boat. I'm going for whatever that building is, but... Good God, man. This is... Oops, don't need to worry about that. We'll go a little bit further this way. No, it's definitely a mesa. Of course, the alternative is to just push over the hill that the road is on. But it's a big hill. And there's only a guard tower there, which suggests it's a long way to whatever the next building is. I'll say our best bet is to go for whatever that is. Because it looks quite big. Now hopefully we can get a good ton of speed off the mountain, because if we cock this up we don't get another go at it, it will just come to a stop. If we reverse, that'll be forward. I have no idea what gear I was in. Should now be in neutral. Okay, there it is. We're heading pretty much straight for it. Now there may be more uphill coming up there, it's hard to tell. Right, let's now do that and orient our truck, which will not travel in a dead straight line, towards whatever the structure is. And hopefully it's a nice smooth roll to it. Oh, maybe it is a boat. Maybe that's the boat I was looking at. It's really hard to tell. It's not like I have a lot of pixels to work with here. I mean, I am at a HD resolution, but things that small, you know, it's probably still only like, what, fucking 30 by 10 pixels at best that we're looking at. You know, I can't work miracles. It would be nice if I could enter into the game world and like, you know, zoom my vision in that way. But as it is, I just have to lean close to the monitor and try and make sense of what I'm seeing. The Taran's terrain, I think, was because I was looking so close, and this is a Trinitron monitor, and they have, I can never remember what they call those wires that go across inside them, but obviously you have those, and they're not usually too visible, but, well, sometimes they are, and if you look at it really close like that, you start being able to see them. Hopefully we just make it around this rock. And then we can try and turn it this way, which looks a bit more downhill. If we have to limp it uphill to that thing, we will do it. This is not as downhilly as it looks. I'm starting to think about re-engaging the starter. I'm thinking I'll just meet you there, to be honest. There's another structure. I think this maybe is a boat, just judging to what I'm seeing on the left of the screen there. Pretty flat, we can just go all the way up to 5th, I would think. I'll meet you there. Progress report. Progress is happening. Speed's not fantastic. We're actually losing speed. It must be starting to go a bit uphill here. So we have to play with the gears. Let's go down to 3rd. Is it really that bad? 2nd? Oh, we're too low. Let's go into 4th. We'll get there. It's just going to take a while. Another progress report. We are progressing steadily. It is a building. Hopefully it's not too much farther. I might be able to go up a gear yet. Well, yeah, I'll be back with you soon. We're about 7 minutes in from when I first left you. It's not taking that long. Progress report the 3rd. It is now night time. It's just gone night time, and we're very nearly at the building. It's just going to be coming in headlamp range about now. Just about now. Come on! You can do it, truck. We're so nearly there. It's a bit uphill here, so losing speed. We'll make it. We'll get there. You can see the building. You can see our lights bouncing off it there. That's the building right there. Come on. Not far. I don't know if we can make it up that last bump. That's really steep. We might have to leave the truck down there and walk in. We've got a bus. We'll do what we can. We'll try and get up it, but I'm not too hopeful. You see it's starting to limp a bit. Let's drop it a gear. isn't really helping. I think this is second gear we're in now. Okay, it might roll back. Let's try fast. Just leave it in neutral. We'll just go for it. That's all we can do. There's no point in us arsing around trying to run up there. I don't know if we'll find diesel here, but hopefully we'll find something. I mean, this is about the best building we could get, because we usually have a lot of cleaning supplies in these. We are rummaging about at night in a land of rabbits, so we may be in trouble. If this little fucking vase starts up, we might just take it. That doesn't go. The bus has no wheels. There is another vase. This might go. It does not. So now it's feeling like everybody else's fucking playthroughs of this game. Sometimes you get cars in there and you get cars on the roof. I don't think we've got any of that this time. Texas one bloody rabblewood. Yeah, I don't think there's any up there. It seems to be a lot rarer than it used to be. Can you please go up there, dude? No, I don't see any up here. And I don't see any diesel. Man, we might end up waiting for the day to roll in here, I'm afraid. This is quite difficult. Spin off the road has a totally different vibe about it. Like, it feels way more abandoned than they usually do. It's a very strange feeling. Still, we can clean up the truck, but do we want to do that, or do we want to take one of the vases? It would be nice to take the truck, but odds of us finding diesel here are pretty much nil. It does not tend to spawn in these places. So really, there's every chance we're going to have to take one of these rust bucket fucking cars. Why is the jump not working the way it's supposed to? What is that in the car? There's something in the car. Yeah, I am afraid we're going to have to take one of these. Now, that has nothing in the fuel. Has some oil in it. The radiator is fucking useless. This has oil. That has a better radiator. But we already drove one of these cars and I hate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and steal that radiator. Oh crap. Man, this car I think has a bit of a physics problem. It's probably undrivable. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. Right now, what I'm worried about is getting it started up. Thought I heard a raboid. Thought I saw one of them's eyes then. They do reflect your light. They maybe don't frighten me like they do a lot of people, but you know, I'd rather not get killed. It would be a little bit inconvenient. So I will try not to die to them. It's full of fucking diesel. If we can find a jerry can, we can start the truck. We can start the truck. Oh, get me a jerry can. I can do it with them little containers, but it'll take forever. Or we could use radiators to do it, so they can move a bit more than those dinky cartons can. Maybe stuff up on the roofs. It's worth a look. There's a telly. I suppose we should check the tank on the bus. See if that has anything in. If that has loads of diesel, we'll be good to go. It's got a fair bit of two-stroke in there. Right, so what do we do? This is the one that has diesel in it, yeah? Is there a jerry can? Is there one anywhere? Sometimes they're under these. I'm not seeing one. It's been really mean to us on the spawns, isn't it? I think we're going to have to just make a very hard decision here as to what we're going to take. Problem is we have to walk so fucking far to get to our vehicle. And I don't have a way to bring it up here. Unless I put a bit of diesel in it now. Right, this has gasoline in it, right? It does, 1.5 litres, I'd rather not waste. We have lots of water around here, so we could, without incident, just, well, what's even in this radiator? This one's empty. We can put that gas in this radiator, and then if we change our mind, then we can take this, or we could just put the diesel in it, to be honest. We're more likely to spill the radiator than the... I don't think necessarily by much. It's weird, I knew I was pressing the wrong key and I did it anyway. Okay, we lost a little bit. Look, it still says coolant. Our coolant is diesel. Yeah, our radiator on our truck is probably garbage, but now we can bring the truck up here, and it's a lot better. Finding the road again is not going to be very easy, but I can do it. I can totally do it. It should be that way. It should get us back roughly where that bunker was. I believe. It's not ideal. This is full of oil. Oil isn't very rare. I'm just going to let it out. I know it's a waste and all that, but I'm just not dealing with it. I'm sorry, but I want this nightmare to be over at this stage. This has gone on long enough and it's horrible. It just is. We need to do something now. And we're doing it. We're getting there. Don't you worry. I'm not incompetent at this. I may not be the fastest, but I'm faster than most people. It should give us like 5 litres unless it's diminished. It has. It's lost 0.1 litres just in walking over here. Okay, truck. I don't think you're going to run well, but you should start now. Oh, hold on a second. Let me do that. Here we go. First time we've had this baby run. Now it might overheat. It's not in amazing shape or anything, but there we go. I don't know what sort of state our radiator's in or anything. Speaking of radiators, I could do with having this one back. If I can get hold of it, there we go. My fan just growled at me, I don't know if you heard that, that was weird. Fans are supposed to cheer you, not growl at you. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. Yeah, of course, it's higher up. You can sort of trick that a bit by holding the hose in a certain way, but... Right, one more trip and we should have all the diesel. Problem is, this thing does guzzle fuel, so this won't get us very far. So I might be making completely the wrong decision here, but you can laugh at me if I do. I don't care. You know, I don't mind running out of fuel. As we've seen, I can handle it. Okie dokie. It's filling up very slowly for some reason, but it is doing it, so that's what we want. This is what we want. This is good. So our truck may overheat, we may turn around, there may be all kinds of fucking steam and smoke pouring out of her, but yeah, I'm not using the Q key, I've only got one hand, I'm rolling a cigarette, but what did I say about it overheating? This radiator is actually in good shape, so we can totally use this. Okay, let's get this fixed and get it back on, then we'll try and wash our tyres up a bit and everything. Okay, let's turn on the tap. You know this game had plumbing. Oh jeez. Yeah, this radiator, I don't think it's not perfect, but it's not far off. This will more than work for us here. This will more than work for us. This thing's a bitch to put on sometimes. Right, let me get a cigarette going. Get back in the truck and give it a start. I want this thing ticking over and ready to fucking go. I don't want no fucking about. We're getting out of here. Sort of states that we don't have that much oil. We could do with putting more in it. That's oil. Yeah, this thing's a bit of an inconvenience to work with in this regard. I had that jerry can in there. It's full of gasoline, isn't it? It has some amount of gasoline in it. It's oil. I'm not going to hang about much longer with it. I think I'll just get out of here soon. I definitely want to clean the tyres up there, because otherwise it is going to be undrivable. Yeah, that is basically enough. I think we'll do. Get out of there. One more if we can, and then we'll fuck off and try and find the fucking road. We'll take that instead. There's no oil in here. We might have had all we can have. That tyre's in pretty good shape. This tyre on the other end is fucking terrible. However, I know there's a good tyre over here. This one's in decent shape. It's not perfect. It'll get us out of here. I'm more concerned with the knackered looking ones. The wheels are bad as well, but we can't have everything. We've just got to do what we can here, I feel. That was a bit weird. That was really weird. Okay, let's try and... Usually you can jizz this stuff off, right? You can't. It doesn't matter, we didn't waste that. It was odd numbered anyway. If we can find a brushy brush, that would be nice. I still haven't rolled my cigarette, so I just want to get this done. Here's a thing that we can do. I can't do it with that, but I can do it with this, right? Yeah, I can. There you go. It saves us one journey. Right. That brush was rotten. No worries, we'll get it. Yeah, I can't fucking jizz that clean either. Tyres are more important, right? Surely. What? Why has that happened? Hasn't overheated. Hasn't run out of oil. I don't know if I like this. I want to get out of this place. I don't like it here. Okay, we're giving it one fucking more, and then we're fucking it off. Where'd this wheel come from? Was this... Where'd I get this tyre from? I don't know. Well, fucking... That's going on. And I'm getting out of here one way or a fucking another. I don't even care. Yeah, we could do with one of these buildings. Like, it's what we need the most, but... everything's weird. I don't like this place anymore. Fucking... Can we not adjust that? There we go. Right, get this cigarette on, and then I'm driving back to the fucking road no matter what. We're not going to meet it at a nice angle. We're not going to be, you know, having a party over there. But we're going back to the fucking road. We might actually hit it a bit before the bunker. I can't really say. So it's a long way that we've got to track here, and not even sure which way the road was going when we left it. God knows why my vehicle stopped. I really don't know, and I'm not even about to find out. I don't like this place. It just gives me bad vibes, man. It's not a building, is it? No. The tyres aren't perfect. The truck's... fuck. The truck's in horrible shape, really. Bits probably will fall off here, but... I want to make progress. This is getting silly now. I said I would do it, and I think I should have done it just to, you know, persist. Because I said I wouldn't give up, and I wouldn't, like, load old saves. Unless we got done into a glitch, which we kind of did with the saucer, but I was like, no, that's fair game, really, I guess. And I did think I was having things a bit too easy, so... You know, I think we've corrected for that now. Let's turn those lights off, let the frame rate go up a couple. Right, we should rejoin the road at some stage. We should now be going south, I believe. I always get them mixed up. I know it's basically going left if you're facing west. We'd be facing left of where you're facing at this stage, but it's maybe a bit of a trek back. Might take us a while, but we're out of that fucking diner. We have a truck that is driving. It won't drive for long. We don't have a lot of diesel, but we do have diesel in it. That was a shiny. That is probably that bunker. I think it is. Here we go. So we're back, boys and girls. We're about to join the road. This truck does not do heavy cornering very well. You can tip it, as you can see, so yeah, we're going to have to go wide. The brakes are crap as well. If that was a building that just loaded in, I would be furious. We probably are going to have to curse it, because as you can see, we are well and truly in the red. Out of the way, Raboid. Whereas I might have a horn button mapped out on here somewhere. God knows. I might have overridden it with the clutch. I can use the keyboard. Okay, up the hill it goes. Not the fastest vehicle in the game. We won't keep it for long. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we'll do it up. I mean, it's a nice orange colour. I said I was going to paint my next car orange, probably, so... There you go. We're now in the land of orange. I feel like this part might come out long. The last ones I've gone over 45 minutes for the last few parts. It's not good. Not good. Oh, what the hell. Thought it'd be faster up the hills than this. This is going to eat all my diesel. Of course, the thing about going uphill is that you get to come down it again, so we'll get to curse. Let's keep a lookout for birds. They do tend to spawn in a line, so there's a good chance that we'll actually meet one over the hill somewhere. So we can do with one. Either a bird or like a tanker full of diesel. They sometimes spawn at them towers, so I might actually find one. We should be able to check the status of the fuel actually without getting out of the truck. Let's have a look. Okay, well, not too bad. That's not ideal, but it's workable. I can work with it for now. It should get us a decent way. Should get us far enough to get more diesel. I'm going to take a detour just in case a tanker spawns in over there. Right, we're just going to get just close enough to that guard tower that it loads in any objects that are going to spawn with it. And if we get a tanker, it might be full of diesel. If it's a full truck and it's in better shape than ours, then we'd swap to it. No, we're not getting one. It's very rare that they do spawn there, though, so we'll have to go and look at one of them towers sometime, but I don't feel like stopping right now. Okay, let's head back towards the road. Buildings is probably going to be a while, because we're not going very fast. I wouldn't be surprised if we just get a bus stop up here somewhere. You see there's another guard tower. They spawn in straight lines of guard towers, I do believe I said, but there's an example of it. And if you look in the distance somewhere, you'll probably see another one. It might just be out of draw distance now. You know, that one's right on the edge, so figures the other one's probably just past it. But if we went out there, you probably would see one. So that rock there, you see the way it looks there, it's like a gun turret or something. I swear they're designed like that on purpose, to make you think there's something. I have no idea what we were seeing over the hill, whatever that thing is, and that is not a building, so... I think the bearings are going in my little fan thing. Might be able to tilt it or knock it or something to get them good. Just take it to bits and re-lube them. You know, I'm getting sick of more and more websites denying access when you have an ad blocker. I mean, I just won't use the website like anymore, but when it's like Dailymotion, it's a bit silly because I can still employ video downloading services. You can guarantee I'm going to download it in higher quality than I was going to watch it at, so... Shot yourself in the foot on that one, didn't you? You're fucking stupid. You don't dictate to me what I do on my browser. The thing is, people think of the internet as if it's part of their living room, and it's really not. It's more like, you know, a giant city or something. It has like seedy little back alleys and stuff. You don't really have any control over it. It looks like there's a building out there, like on our left, but it may be a rock. It's hard to tell in this light, and I'm going to sleep the night off, I feel. It's all uphill here, as you can see. Yeah, it's one of them little garages. They're not really useful. We might be able to top off the oil or something. Probably hemorrhaging a little bit of water, but we should be good for a fair while. As you can see, the temperature will be real low now because we've just slept. It'll start crawling back up. Of course, we get the big hills now where we're in one of the slower vehicles. I mean, that was bound to happen. I even said, didn't I? It's the sort of treatment we can expect, and every time you think the hills are going to end in this game, they just keep happening. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer's climbing the mountain. And it just keeps going. It's basically the situation you end up in. So yeah, 50 k's an hour, that is not at all ideal. I will give you another 10 minutes of my time, or maybe another 12, somewhere thereabouts, and I will be going away. I don't know how long this part is, I don't care. You're getting what you get. See if it stalls again. I was hoping it'd have diesel in there. You never get it in them. I don't think that jerry can we have is full or anything, so I do wonder if maybe we shouldn't be topping it up, if at all possible. I used to get fuel used to spawn in that crease of the roof there. Now you see the thing water, I'll show you this now, because we probably have lost a little bit. Yeah. Cactuses contain 0.1 litre of water, so as long as you've got cactuses around, you're never going to run out of it. Like, you always get it out of cactuses. You can even drink it, like say if we yeah, Yeah, see, we can drink the cactus water. So that's pretty neat. You know, it's something I've seen people completely miss time and time again. Good golly, Miss Molly, we have hardly any gasoline in there. Oh, it would have been faster to do it the other way by like half a second. There is another thing with this truck actually that not a lot of people seem to be aware of. And that is, you see these little things here, kind of act like the baskets, but it's not very easy to balance on them. Still, it's been there a couple of seconds now, and it should now be solidly on there. I wish that had the physics off the flatbed. Oh yeah, that reminds me, there is a thing we can do here. Yeah, it's a tipping trick. Now, if you attach baskets or something in there and tip it, it's a bit dodgy. I don't recommend it, but it's neat. It has that feature. How many games actually have that work, you know? That's what I mean. This game's fucking cool, because it does things like that, and I actually really like that. Like, you know, whether you like this game or not, you have to admit it's fairly unique. There's not really anything else like this around, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and some people are going to hate it, and that's just the way it is. You know, that's fine. I like it, though. I like this game. I'm not being paid by the developer or anything, don't worry. We don't do things that way on the channel. Even if the dude offered me, I would tell him to get lost. Which, if you're watching this dev, which is highly unlikely, that's nothing personal. I'm just like that with everybody. I don't believe in doing that kind of thing. It's not for me. So, you know, I'll do things off my own back, and I'll say the things I say. Still, we're doing all right. We don't have too far to go. We're not going to make 50Ks in this. Not even fucking close, but we'll give it the best go we can. You know, we could be doing a lot worse. We have a vehicle that's moving. It's driving us. You know, it's not a vehicle I want to keep forever, but it's one that it's getting us through the desert. It'll get us to another vehicle, most certainly. And I'm hoping we see a boat at some stage and we can drive out to it. We can get this thing completely full of fucking diesel. And then we shouldn't have to worry about it. If we can fill that tank, it should get us as far as I'd really want to take this thing. There's a boat. Well, you know what? I think we'll go out to that, even though it'll be a massive hill climb to get back up here. Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go to it. And then in the next part, we can just fucking go. Because this part's already slow and lumpy and annoying, so I think that's what we do. I think we go out to that boat in this part. There might be one there, right? But I don't know, because I don't see another one to know which direction they're heading in. That might be another one there. You see the guard towers. We're actually following the guard tower line here. See, there's another building out there somewhere. I'm not necessarily interested in going to that, but yeah, if we drive to this boat, it probably will have diesel in it. Diesel's quite likely to spawn in the boats, unlike gasoline. And we should get a decent quantity. We should be able to get a lot of diesel into the truck. And there's a haunted house. I say we go to that. It's quite often cars and a radio tech. There is loads of buildings in this area for some reason. We'll go there and see if we can get a good car out of that building. This is giving me flashbacks to part 1, but in the opposite order. So we'll do that, and then we'll go to the boat, we'll fill the truck up, and in the next part maybe we'll make it out to that little building that I can see a little ways off to the left of where the boat is. There's a twin towers. There's loads of buildings in this area. Oh jeez, we're closer than I thought. Uh, yeah, radio tower there. Boat there, building there. Good God, this thing will not stop for some reason. This is steep ass terrain. Look how far we fucking went with brakes and handbrake full on. You know I'm probably going to stop recording when I get to the building, right? But you'll have to wait until next time. I don't have long left. I am running out of hard disk, so I can't push this much more. Okay, I'm not seeing anything usable here. Let's get out and have a look, because cars sometimes spawn inside the building. There is not one. This is not worth coming to. Crappy distraction. You do sometimes get diesel in the bucket, but does it matter that much, really? I don't think it does. Let's just chuck these in the cab. This is going to fuck with the physics system a lot. I don't know how that cactus got in here, I don't really care. Let's go out to that boat. There we go, lads and lads. There it is. Yeah, maybe we'll go to that little white building first. Maybe. I want to know what it is. Yeah, we'll leave it till next time. Looks like one of them little gas stations, but... yeah, that's buildings. I thought it was lampposts then. I was like, what? Since when does the road go in that direction? So over there, it's one of them arches. I'm not going there. There seemed to be a bad look omen. Man, this stuff's really close to the Mercer. Oh, shit. This truck does not handle well at high speed. I don't recommend driving it to where we are. We've rolled the RPM needle round. So you don't want to do that in real life. You will blow the engine to bits, but... well, this is just a game. There's another boat out there. So no, we wouldn't have been on the line from them in the road. The road is kind of... like 7 o'clock from where we're facing now. Might have to bump it here. Oh God, the brakes on this thing really are bad. There we go. Oh God, can I even get in there? And there's rocks inside it. Fucking hell, this is a rough one. Let's see, get some diesel. That's alcohol. Just give me a big busting barrel of diesel to put in my truck, so I don't have to worry about running out of fuel, because I don't have too much in there. It's not very efficient. Diesel, you know, that's probably enough. It might not fill the tank, but it should go as far enough that we're likely to find more on the side of the road. We've rolled the barrel, but we're actually on quite an extreme slope here. Planes, go and fly over rich people's houses for a change. God, what a piece of shit there. What a shit fucking truck. But it's our truck, and it is doing its job, so we can't be horrid to it, can we? We really can't be mean about it. You know, it was... yeah, it's a National Rabbit Convention out here. You stay over there, rabbits. Stay over there. We should be alright. Should be alright. I can't make guarantees, but... should be about it. There you go. Well, I'm High Treason, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. What are we up to? 13, 14 in the serve numbers? We're on part 17 here, I think. Yeah, 824k. We could have done worse. I'll see